feel like we need some sort of like Grim Up All Night music. Yeah.
Yeah, like an intro.
Right? The light here, it just keeps getting greener and greener. Welcome everybody to
Hello.
another
Oh, that's still on.
Grim Up All Night. We have a bit of an echo here. Where is that coming from?
The
Oh,
television.
I know where. Oh, it's creepy.
Oh.
Alright.
A little more like, yeah. Hey!
Because of this whole quarantine thing, we decided if this is the first time joining, every Saturday night at midnight, we're going to be doing this weird and strange movies that we absolutely love and we want to share you guys with. And it's like a movie night. We don't have crazy shows like Sven Gulli or Joe Bob Briggs. It's the Grimms.
Not
And
yet.
we're silly. We're weird. A lot of bumps along the way.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
A lot of
Don't
bumps
like
along
that
the way.
weird thing.
But every week that we find that we do this, we're honing in on making it happen. We got some ideas. We're going to make some things happen. So welcome everyone to Grim Up All Night. Tonight, we're playing the original House on Haunted Hill starring Vincent Price. It's a classic.
If you haven't seen it, you are in for a treat. This is... I think it paved the way for a lot of things. It's probably one of the most notable and rememberable for a lot of people with Vincent Price. If you were asked what Vincent Price movie first comes to mind, I think most people would say House on Haunted Hill.
And William Castle, I mean, don't get me wrong, Alfred Hitchcock's amazing, but William Castle was like the B-rated, funky Alfred Hitchcock. And a big favorite of mine. So this is probably one of his most well-known. I would think so.
I'm posed to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Guys,
Hi.
everybody's still coming
Well,
in.
aside from Michael Jackson's Thriller, I think most of the... I don't even think I can say the younger generations because that was back in the 80s. So Vincent Price is very well known for Thriller. He's very well known for some Tim Burton movies, but when you ask about his earlier career, I would say that this is definitely... When you ask about the classic movies, Edward Scissorhands, of course, yes.
So we are all about making a life on YouTube. And we started doing this watch party after COVID-19 happened. Hopefully you guys are all being safe. And we started figuring out different ways to do watch parties, doing it this way, and it kept failing. So then we were like, well,
Yeah,
why don't we just all
unfortunately.
keep everything on YouTube? So the movie you're going to be watching tonight is on YouTube. We have uploaded it. And I'm pretty sure that it is not blocked in anywhere. So depending on where you're at in the world, you should still be able to watch it. The link to tonight's movie is in the description of this video, as well as pinned to the comments, the top of the comments. Go ahead and find it, get it queued up.
Depending on what yours looks like, it might be above you or below you.
Yeah, so at midnight, we're going to go ahead and watch it. So get it up,
Thank you.
get it ready to roll. Getting a little bit of a roll call here. Get some
I'm
things
always
out of the
gonna
way.
have to have the black light going from now on.
I like it,
love
especially with
it.
your hair.
Yeah, and I love doing this, like making spider webs out of my hair. And Michael was like, "Oh, you got your hair all up on your ears," and I was like, "I'm creating my own spider web. I'm creating my own haunted mansion feel, if you will." And I even wore a black veil for tonight's movie because I'm going to be the grieving widow.
Fair enough. We have
Because it's scary and it's spooky, and you could die.
Angry Orchard, which is our drink of choice, and Red Vines for this. It is unofficially unofficial, become a proud sponsor of some sort. So hopefully you guys got your snacks and everything.
Officially and official, we buy them every time.
That's right, because we're obsessed with them. House of Wax, definitely my favorite by Vincent Price. Darn Tootin'.
That is definitely a big one because House of Wax and House on Haunted Hill are the two that I can think of that have been redone.
I'm not a big fan of Paris Hilton, but I like the way she dies in the remake of House of Wax.
I think
I'm just
a lot
gonna
of
say
people only watch that movie to watch Paris Hilton die.
that. Right?
I think that's a safe bet to say, yeah.
Next week, a little bit of announcements. We are planning on depending on how things go. Keep in mind we're going to be doing social distancing, but there is a drive-in out in the middle of nowhere that is open, and they are playing Beetlejuice on the drive-in screen. So we're going to possibly attend that. Next weekend is our 3-year wedding anniversary. Congratulations.
Congratulations to you. for putting up with me for 3 whole long years. Has it been difficult?
No, it hasn't been difficult.
Has it been a breeze?
It's been a breeze.
Aww.
Thank you, everyone.
Has it been terror beyond compare?
What is that from?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's Benicio del Toro.
So I bring that up mainly because that's next Saturday. We do these on
Yeah.
Saturday nights. So next weekend, we are going to be holding Grim Up All Night on Friday night. And we have a doozy of a movie picked out for you.
I haven't seen this one.
It's going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that you guys have not seen it. And I'm not going to announce it until a couple days before, so hopefully you guys don't go out and watch it. We can all watch it together. But it's a trippy movie.
It's a 70s, right? 70s horror. So
Yeah.
it's got that, is it safe to say it's got like a B film feeling to it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She hasn't seen it.
I haven't seen it. He linked me to it today because he was very excited he found the movie that he wanted to share. And I just decided not to even watch the trailer. I saw the picture and that was all I needed. I think that was really all I needed. So
The again, it's going to be on YouTube as well. If we can do it, we're going to provide the movie. We're going to upload the movie so you're watching a movie on our channel. You don't have to go anywhere else. But sometimes they might be on somebody else's channel. We're going to try to stick to weird movies from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s that have
the
a
lesser known.
stranger and weirder vibe to
Yeah.
it. So happy Go Grimmy.
I think the best comparison is I forget what it's called now. 3000.
Mystery Science Theater
Mystery
3000.
Science 3000, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that? What we're
Yeah.
going to try to do?
We would love to do it sometime where we're able to host the video and then have us down in the corner as like a little commentary square. We haven't figured out how to do it tech-wise yet because we're a little newbie when it comes to things like that. But we're going to try and see if we can make it happen. But imagine along the same lines of film quality as that.
Yeah. So for right now, if you watch our watch parties, you have to have 2 screens open, whether it's your computer and your phone, 2 windows open for the movie and for us, or you can just watch the movie. But we're going to try to do something where it's all in one. There's the movie and then there's us. So, less work for you guys so you guys can enjoy it more.
What? I like it when I glow.
So look, somebody just said they're just using their DVD. Perfect. If you have the movie,
Yeah.
by all means, watch it. Cue it up with us because at midnight we're going to hit play. I know we're talking a lot. Man,
Yeah,
still a lot of time.
We give a little time for everybody to wander in. Sometimes when you're getting to a movie, there's traffic, or you're just getting off work, or you had to spend time with the kids.
Do you know why we picked this one first? Do you know why we picked this one first?
No. I feel like I knew, but I don't know.
Our California trip, the house that's featured in this movie. Let me give you a little background. Vincent Price hosts a party, and he invites a couple different people that
7, I think.
who need the
Seven,
money to spend the night in a haunted house where they might die. But if they were to survive the night until morning, they'll each win $10,000.
Spoilers. Some people have said that they have never seen this movie before. So I have to ask you, have you seen the remake?
We did a filming location video.
We did.
That's why.
That was so
that's why we
fun.
chose this one.
Yeah, that
The
was
house.
beautiful. I was just in awe being able to stand next to it. So, if you haven't seen the original Vincent Price, if you haven't seen the original Vincent Price House on Haunted Hill, did you see the remake that came out? Late 90s, 2000s.
Something like that. It had to have been in the 2000s.
Yeah, it had Jeffrey Rush in it.
Mhm.
And
Interesting piece of advice, not advice, trivia.
hmm?
The beginning of the remake of House on Haunted Hill was filmed where?
Universal Studios.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Hulk roller coaster.
Yeah.
1999.
It wasn't the Hulk yet, though. I don't believe. I think the
It
Hulk
was.
is it? I thought that was newer than that.
Nope, it was the Hulk. And they filmed it
Oh.
there. I don't know what's going on.
I was just reading comments.
Let's see,
Oh,
I
it is
see-
1999. Okay, so that still counts as a 70s movie.
So at some point, so they never released, we had a couple people asking if we're watching the black and white version or the color version tonight. They never did a color version of this movie.
Not that I've ever seen.
At some point, somebody went through and artificially colorized the movie, and they put it out. And I watched it the other day because I kind of debated whether or not we should do the color or the black and white. And you gotta watch it as it's originally
In the
intended.
original, yeah.
So that's what we're doing tonight. Black and white, all glory. I think it's 1080p, or at least as high definition as possible.
Now that's a cool fact.
What's that?
Ray Rogers' show says James Marsters, who played Spike on Buffy, played the cameraman in that scene in the Hulk coaster.
That's right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, because it's such a small scene. It's like 5 minutes.
That's right. And Lisa Loeb
And
played
Lisa
the
Loeb,
reporter.
Yeah, yeah. Famke Jensen, of course, played the lead lady. She was amazing.
Necro Meowser.
No! Oh, that is precious.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, sci-fi, they have their hit and misses, especially when they do their series, but oftentimes you can catch a really good older movie. And other than that, I think I've caught mine mostly on with a TCM, TMC, Turner Classic Movies.
Turner
TCM.
Classic Movies.
Yeah, I ended up seeing a lot of films, and similar to ours, the ones that most appealed to me anyway were often played overnight during don't want to scare the kids.
Can you imagine? Like, obviously, we're not any like Svengoolie or Elvira or any. We're our own individual creepy people. But can you imagine if we had like our own show where we had like a set where this was like set up?
Oh,
We did
that'd
this
be
all the
so much
time.
fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we didn't host Haunted Honeymoon from last week, so I don't think that one is available
Right.
online. We were trying to host it with our own copy, and we just could not get it to properly work, unfortunately.
So now everything's on the tube. Will we ever do the creature from the Black Lagoon? We will.
Very
we will.
possibly, yes.
We're going to do. At any given time, you're more than welcome. All of you guys are
Oh,
more than
that's really
welcome
green.
to reach out and say, "Hey, suggest this movie. Suggest this movie." Remember, the stranger it is, the more likely we're going to go with it. So, bam.
Oh, we look like we're in Beetlejuice, and we just died.
Oh.
Oh, nope. I'm coming back to the land of the living, and you're just still dead. That's why I'm grieving widow.
You are grieving widow.
Grieving widow.
But where's the handbook for the recently deceased?
I lost it.
You can't lose it.
I'll get
Juno
another
was
one.
going to be mad.
Oh.
Oh, gosh. Don't say it 3 times. Oof. So, I'm a little disappointed in ourselves. So, like I said, we're planning on going to go see Beetlejuice in our car at a drive-in. Not talking to anybody else. But a drive-in movie theater near here is going to be playing Beetlejuice next week. We don't have a Beetlejuice costume for me. I feel
No,
like we,
it was
of all
last minute.
people, need to have a Beetlejuice costume
Yeah.
on hand.
Yeah, I feel like we do. And it's one of those things that we've thought of in the past, but, you know, they're so cheaply made and obviously very overpriced. And it was one of those things that was like, oh man, I'll just make one eventually. And eventually it never came. And, but I am going to make Lydia's red bridal veil and maybe put something together themed, but I won't have her exact costume either. But I think it'd be something kind of fun to do for our anniversary because that's what we're going to do for our anniversary. We're going to the drive-in.
Maybe I could do the face. I mean, I'll do some sort of like
Something.
undead face makeup. We're
Yeah.
gonna shoot a video at the drive-in and show you what's going on there. Drive-ins are awesome. We're all about the old school Hollywood. So bad it's
And I've
good.
only been the one time.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
In
We did a
Pennsylvania.
video
It
there.
was my very first time. We saw Chucky, the new Chucky, and we saw what was the title of it? It's the new
Annabelle Comes Home.
Annabelle Comes Home. Annabelle Comes Home was amazing. That was great. I hated Chucky. I don't like the new Chucky movie.
Yeah, aside from the movies, the best Chucky we've ever seen was at Halloween Horror Nights 28.
Oh, yay!
What's up?
So Haunted Halloween says, "Hi Grim Life, it's me, Tyler Robinson. We met at Halloween Horror Nights last year, and thanks for the sticker." Hi!
You're more than welcome.
Thank you so much, and you're welcome.
Hopefully,
It's so great.
we'll be able to see you again. Hopefully, they'll have
Yeah.
Halloween Horror Nights Part 30
man,
coming
we
up.
were so excited for that. It was our very first ever printing to have physical, tangible things that had our name on it, and I'm so glad that we got to run into you and give you one of those. We weren't able to do that for very long, and that makes me so happy. Thanks for tuning in and saying hi.
Lawson.
EMP.
Lawson Davis.
I'm a little bit on a
I'm
lag.
signing up for showing. Owen Wilson's one, so can't wait. Love the stickers. You're more than welcome. Hopefully, you stick them to certain places, and
Yay.
they have
I
been
really
double
like the
checked.
orange ones.
Not only do they stick, but they also herbs. Stickers.
That's like the worst joke you have.
That's like my. That's not my worst joke.
Oh, well.
I got some pretty bad
Well,
jokes.
That's your worst PG joke that you have.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Almost time for the movie. We got about 10 minutes.
It's okay, JBD. Hi. Hi, everybody. If you said hello and I didn't catch you entering the chat room and saying hello, how are you?
Davina,
Welcome.
I'm glad you're liking them. They look good on the pictures that you send. Thank you for sending those. Hopefully you guys are doing good up there, you and your family.
Yeah, by the way, if you get any of our postcards or if you get any of our stickers or other merchandise, feel free to post them on social media and tag us. We would love to see it, see what you do with them, especially the stickers. Yeah, that'd be great. And we're doing, I don't think we wrote it on this last batch of postcards that we did, but we started to do a hashtag.
Grim postcards.
Grim postcards.
Grim
Very simple. So if you get any of our postcards, feel free to put them on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and put Grim postcards, hashtag Grim postcards, and we'd love to see it.
And if you don't know about the postcards, Patreon. In the video.
EMP, I'm so glad that you said something. I was actually keeping an eye out for that, and we kept stopping by the desk to make sure that nothing was getting held back because they do that sometimes
What's
without
that?
letting us know. She sent me a birthday card, but it got returned.
Oh, shoot.
You know what?
Weird.
I'm going to go ahead and type our address to our P.O. box in the chat just in case you guys need it and just to verify it in case you haven't seen where it is or want to make sure that you get the right P.O. box. So it is... Let me get this on here. And my screen is like broken, so it takes me a little longer because I have to jab at the numbers and the letters.
Hello, Grims. Grim Ups, the Ravenger. Hello, M, Ben, just hanging out a little bit here. For those of you who are joining, if you do not know where the movie link is tonight, it is on YouTube. The link is in the description that's below here. We're going to start promptly at midnight. And it's also in the chat. It's pinned to the top. You will find the link to the House on Haunted Hill. Do not watch it just yet. Wait till midnight when we all do it. Some cotton candy for next... You know what? As much as you love cotton candy, how come we don't have cotton candy?
Because the stuff you buy from the store sucks.
Well, then where do we get the good stuff?
Carnivals.
Carnivals? So what you're telling
It
me
has
is...
to be freshly made cotton candy.
So what you're telling me
That's
is
the good stuff.
we need a cotton candy machine to make our own.
No, I'm supposed to be going on a diet. Don't buy me a cotton candy machine. I will get really fat.
It's
Hi,
okay.
Trevon. Hi, thank you, darling.
But thank you, Trevon. You see, you could buy a cotton candy machine.
I could buy a cotton candy machine. That would be amazing. But I will undoubtedly gain like 50 pounds. It wouldn't be good, guys. Trust me. I have a control issue. I have an addictive personality, and I what's that word? I'm not like spontaneous.
Spontaneous?
No, it's a word just like it, but it's like with your actions. I can't think. My brain's not working. I don't know why.
Siobhan, thank you. Lawson, you're really going to love the Patreon. We're becoming a lot more active on that.
Oh,
There's going to be a
awesome.
lot more behind the scenes on our Patreon page, and you can also get grim postcards from
Yes.
us, signed, and
It is
sometimes
impulsive.
written weird stuff on it.
Impulsive. Thank you. That's the word I
somebody
was
say
looking
it?
for. I'm impulsive. Yes.
Dang it,
Impulsive
sporadic.
is the word. Sporadic's a good one. I'm very sporadic. I am very sporadic, guys. Sometimes I'm a little forgetful too. I think if you've been tuning in for any amount of time or had any conversation with me, you know that I get very forgetful. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
I'm not going to say anything at all.
I know it's a joke about me and it's in your head and I can feel it.
No. Nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I so badly want to tell you what next week's movie is.
Bye, Trevon. Thanks for stopping
Oh,
in, Pumpkin.
have a good night, Trevon.
Bye.
Witchfinder General is another Vincent Price classic. My all-time favorite Vincent Price movie,
I don't
though,
think I've seen that one.
is Dr. Phibes. I love Dr.
Dr.
Phibes.
Phibes,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
you love
obsessed
that
with Dr.
one.
Phibes.
Hi, Ralph. Thank you for stopping
Ralph,
in.
new to your channel.
Welcome.
Love your stuff. You guys are great. Well, thank you. This is something we started doing
Hi,
once
Michelle.
quarantine really started hitting. We were getting bored with life, just
Cabin
sitting here,
fever.
cabin fever. So we're just like, well, we're
Oh.
watching these strange movies. Let's watch the strange movies
That
with
was
our
your
friends,
foot. That is not your foot.
which is you guys.
Drop
And then
dead Fred.
it just started kind of growing and becoming something else altogether. And it is. I don't know. We got ideas. We got plans.
The original 13 Ghosts is a lot of fun too, but you would have to have like an old school style
3D glasses.
3D got the blue and the red plastic lenses. You'd have to have a pair of those because that's a really good castle effect that they do.
Oh, I'm like watching the clock, getting ready to roll.
Oh, making sure that you don't miss it.
No, because I want to get the movie started. But it's all good. It's all good.
I'm excited for the people to see it who haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I hope that you like it.
Is there
And
anybody here that hasn't seen it? Be honest.
the original or the remake?
Right. No, let's go with the original. Who here has not seen the original
Fair
House on
amount of
Haunted
people
Hill?
have only seen. Bye, Robert. Thanks
See you,
for
Robert.
stopping
Thanks
in.
for stopping
A
by.
handful of people have only seen the remake, and then a lot
Darian?
of people like me only saw the remake and then saw the original.
Oh, this is the first time for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna lose your mind. Like if you right, so you watch the movies. Obviously, everybody watches movies. This movie, the way that it's told,
Classic. Yeah.
they don't do anything like this anymore. The
And they weren't
opening
doing-
scene altogether,
yeah.
where they introduce you to the house, like it's creepy cool.
Especially if you've seen the video where we go and visit the location, you'll understand right away. So, like, if you saw the video where we visited the filming location of the house, you'll get like the impact and why we were so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you want to, right after that, just look for House on Haunted Hill filming locations that we did, and you can watch it. And if you're out in California, you can visit California.
California.
Need to be salesman. Oh man, I don't know about that. But the movie is awesome.
We're just,
Yeah.
you know, it's easy to I don't know if sell is the right word when you're passionate, but you know, you talk something up that you love because you love it, and then it's a little infectious. Not COVID-19 infectious though.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe. What do you think the best way to get somebody to have the viewers submit movie requests? What do you think the best way to go would be?
Can you do tolls? Can you do polls through YouTube?
No.
No, but you can on Twitter
And Instagram.
and Instagram. I think that I think the best way to do it would be to hold a poll of suggestions.
Okay.
Like we'll have our own list, and then you can suggest beneath that. It's really easy to do it on Twitter, and I think it would be easier to follow. Not a lot of people have Twitter, and that's okay. So maybe we'll have it between Twitter and Instagram.
Fair enough. You could pull on Facebook too.
And I wouldn't even
possibly.
care if you voted on both places. That'd be fine.
The original House on Haunted Hill was directed by a man by the name of William Castle. William Castle was ahead of his time. He did all these crazy gimmicks that would scare people or at least have fun in the movie theaters. And you ready for this? You ready for this? Just like Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock was put himself in all of his movies. William Castle actually did an appearance in another famous movie by Roman Polanski.
Oh.
Very quick.
Oh yeah.
When Rosemary she's runs to the phone booth, he's in there, she's banging on the door, he comes out, and the entire time that she's on the phone inside the phone booth, he's standing behind her smoking a cigar. That's William Castle.
Yeah, we could do a poll through Facebook too.
Mhm.
It's difficult doing it in one place. We'll probably just do it in all three places because I think some people don't have Twitter, some people don't have Instagram, and then some people don't do Facebook. And it's an algorithm problem also.
Remote.
The one place that is not an algorithm problem is Twitter.
Yeah.
So I think that might be the best way to do it, but we will cross-post in hopes that everyone's able to see it and take part in it. We just watched Mary Lou Prom Night 2.
Right?
We just watched it like 2 nights ago.
It's a great one.
Yeah. That is a good one.
Uh-oh. We're losing the whole thing.
We,
What? So,
Hmm?
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes. We got a little pixelated there.
A little pixelated.
Hopefully we clear up. We do, someone was pointing out...
How you doing, Ben?
Fun at home that you can contribute directly if you want. We're getting asked to accept PayPal donations, so we went ahead and created a PayPal link.
How about that cleans it up? Got a little pixelated there for a moment.
I can insert that. It's actually in the drop-down menu box if you guys want to use the PayPal donation instead of doing it through Super Chat. That's okay too. Oh, at first I thought that said the Dark Crystal, and I was like, what?
Who would you say is the closest director today with his style? Oh, man.
I don't think there really is anybody
Nobody.
that I can think of.
Nobody.
I mean...
Is that 58 or 56?
58.
58. Oh! The suspense is killing me!
It's not...
Wait! Hello, Scott! Edwidge Finder General. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Scott!
Scott and family,
Hello,
we
Ken.
have a package for you that's got to go out. I'm just saying, we got a package for you.
Naha! Naha!
Little something special.
Rob, I will take a look and get back to you. I know you just said you emailed Michael. If you did it through our grimlifecollective.com, then I will check that and get right back
Mel
to you.
Brooks directed it. Oh, wait, all right, guys, hold on. All right, it's 11:59, almost midnight. Get the movie ready, because it's coming.
Woo.
And feel free to hit skip on all the ads and everything like that. 11:59. It's like the countdown to the grim New Year's Eve countdown. You guys ready? Get ready. 8:59 there. It's all right. I get it. It's Pacific time, right?
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Pacific.
Almost midnight. Yeah.
Eastern Pacific. So we are Pacific. I get tongue
I don't know, I
tied
get
and
lost.
I almost say specific, but it's Pacific time. Pacific. Midnight Pacific time, yes.
Midnight grim time.
Yeah.
Wherever we are is midnight, and that's
Yes.
when this show happens.
Wait.
All right. Midnight. Hit play.
No, it's Eastern
now.
Pacific, so we're Eastern. Oh, I messed it up too.
I don't know. You guys better have hit play. It's going to get dark in here. Wait, what's going on?
I didn't do it.
You can hear the screaming. I'll turn it down a little bit for you guys, but
Yeah, let us know if it's too loud on your end through our speakers, because we do have volume on our end too.
volume.
That is something that we'll consider doing, DeLorean. I know that we need to do another batch of shirts. We haven't considered which color to do yet, but we'll probably end up taking a poll for it. Toll. Oh, I keep saying Toll.
In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world. Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother...
Scared him. I scared the dog.
No, the opening's amazing.
We're watching the black and white original version with Vincent Price.
Thank you, Zoe. Thanks for stopping in. Bye, honey.
And now comes the man. I need that as a mustache. I need that mustache.
Grow one. He won't do it.
I'm gonna do a Vincent Price mustache.
Challenge accepted.
Fair enough.
All right. I'm gonna hop out of the chat really quick and go back in because I don't know if it's my connection or yours, but I'm a little slower than you. Our t-shirts currently go up to a 2X. On our next batch that we do, we should be doing some bigger sizes. I don't know if we have a limitation, but I'll look into that though.
Me doing that mustache will not do it justice. It's going to be my grim, crappy homage to Vincent.
Michael Walter scared himself. He didn't realize how loud his TV was. It's awesome.
Brave man. But don't you think you can be much braver if you're paid for it? And I happen to know that Lance needs the 10,000 I'll give him. If he's brave enough to stay all night. This is
Let me check that, guys. I don't have that pulled up at the moment.
She says the reason for coming to the party.
You know, this movie is very, very, very similar to Clue with Tim Curry.
I'm gonna check on that for you,
Right?
Davida and Scott.
Or I guess you should say Clue was very similar to this, because this came before it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Dinner guests.
But well, a comedic way, because it's,
Right.
it's yeah, they do it with comedy. Let me see here. You know, I love this veil, but you can't see nothing through it.
We're trying really hard to get everything queued up, streamlined easier for you guys, so hopefully this works. We figured keep everything on YouTube.
It's a lot easier to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had so much issue with other programs, and our laptop died. And last time we tried to do the interview with
John
Massari, our laptop just went ahead and died right in the middle of everything. So it's definitely going to have to be everything going through YouTube for the time being, but we'll get into another one.
Right now we're at the queue. It just said House on Haunted Hill, and they're pulling into the house, the garage, and the hearses are driving by. The other ones are. So hopefully you guys are along the same spot.
Oh, thank you guys. Yes, I just checked the PayPal and it did go through. Thank you guys so much. That's very sweet.
Oh, really?
Scott, Julia, and Joseph, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Scott, Julia, and Joseph, for helping making this happen. It really does mean a lot.
It means the world to us. It
Means a
sincerely
lot.
does.
I had a little too much Angry Orchard. Just a little bit is what does it.
I took one drink and I got a little lit. Like we're cheap dates and we're dating each other.
Wait, we're married. But
Let's
seriously
go
though,
dating.
like it
Mindset.
seriously does mean the world to us, especially
really
with everything
does.
that's going on now. For you guys to do things like that and
I want to say this was.
help keep us sane and bringing you guys
What year was
weird
this?
grim stuff, huh?
What year was this made?
1959, 59.
Almost 50. I almost said 58. That house in person. Oh my goodness. The video that we did on this location.
It's coming, Scott. I asked her today about it. I swear, and she
Yes.
dropped the ball. I was like, was it sent out? And
No.
and it's not. It's coming. I promise you that. Please don't hit us.
This past few days, I've not been feeling well. My blood pressure's been really high, so I've been bedridden a bit.
Truth be
so-
told, everything has been
Sorry
falling
about
apart.
that.
Our car died. We no longer have the Mini Cooper. Instead,
Yeah.
we're driving a Honda Element. It's a 2005. It's a little older, but we're gonna be traveling in that now. And we just bought that the other day. So now we're driving a Honda Element. So
Yeah,
we had a
we-
crazy week.
Just got
Sorry.
into and then I haven't been feeling well, and you almost had to do some things on your own, and I felt bad, and I tried to power through it, and
You know what else? What other movie?
but yes, Monday is going to be going out, so I'm going to be sending a tracking number to your wife's Instagram.
Do you know what other movie this house was featured in?
Is it Caroline? Coraline. I keep calling her Coraline, but I think it's Caroline. Caroline. What other movie this was featured in? I feel like I really should know that, and I'm blanking though.
Blade Runner.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
This was
I
Decker's
knew
house
that.
in Blade Runner.
I'm okay. I don't, Coraline. Caroline. Oh, I did it again. I'm gonna hug and kiss her regardless of what her name is.
If
So-
her name was Coraline, that means Scott has button eyes. Do you have button eyes, Scott? They're in the foyer. They're talking about they've never met the man. What are we doing here? God damn it, Jess. Oh yeah, this is Grim After Dark, up all night. So you will see sides of us. When we do our videos, we tend to be a little bit more family friendly.
Oh, and the
Here, we just talk about the weirdest things. Anything can happen.
Oh.
Oh yeah, let me ask. Oh, we're at 7:31, 7:33, 7:34, 7:35, 7:36. The chandelier is about to drop.
I think the only contributions that show up in Super Chat are Super Chat. When you donate through PayPal, I don't know a way that it shows up in the Super Chat. So if you do, just go ahead and let me know, and I'll go ahead and confirm for you that it's been received, because I just have to, hop onto my phone. That's not a problem.
It's funny you say that, Taco. Because, like, when we film, like, when we do our actual videos on the road, which we're going to be resuming, hopefully, at some point in the near future, we try, we don't polish everything, nothing scripted, but we really try to give the best performance or best show that we possibly can by taking you guys there. She is gorgeous. I don't remember her name. I can never remember her name, but she's like very
No.
old school Hollywood.
This whole scene is like a trip.
I like when he takes the champagne bottle and he's like, "Dearest."
I like the Hammer films. I know Michael likes the Hammer films.
Somebody says hubba hubba.
And the way that they dressed back then is so lovely. And the hair. I mean, you had to sit with your hair in rollers either overnight or for hours. And
I like that the men, when they went out, they dressed up.
They were
Even if it wasn't
snazzy.
in a suit,
Yeah.
they had a button down, they had slacks, they had dress shoes, they
Hi,
had dress
Ben.
socks. How you doing, Ben? Oh, Scott. Seriously, man. No, it's all good. Like, we were able to pull everything together, and we were able to get the car. It actually fits us a lot better. There's a lot more room, and we're gonna be traveling. Here's the champagne scene. I love it.
I would love to pull off the old glamour Hollywood look, but let me tell you, I am so low maintenance, guys. You ever notice that when we do a live video, I'm never wearing makeup?
I am.
It's not because it's like
No, I'm
I've
not.
taken it off during the day and then it's nighttime, so I'm not wearing it. I'm just,
Look at the wallpaper.
I know. Oh, I love when everything used to be fabric back then. When I was in my 20s, I definitely wore makeup more often, and I did my hair in curls, and I did the very
See?
pin-up hair curls and everything, and it was great. And then, I don't know, I started getting more sick, and I just got more tired. It takes a lot more effort to do it now, and I just kind of... I keep saying I'm going to do it, and,
Her hat is mouse ears, and it's like a morning.
yeah. Thank you so much, Scott. You're such a sweetheart. I can't wait to hang out with you guys. And I know I said it last time, and it sounds funny to say it that way, but I can't wait to bury you alive.
Oh, geez, Louise, man.
And Caroline. And your mini-me's. I think you have a couple, which I need to talk to Caroline about because I might be able to stick some things into your package because I haven't sealed it up yet, just in case. I want to talk to Caroline about how many wee ones you have so I can maybe send some stickers for the little ones and stuff.
Yeah, we got a care package. We got some
Yeah.
fun stuff. I threw some things in there.
I kept meaning to message her and I kept forgetting, and I'm really a bad procrastinator, so that's really all on me. I'm sorry.
She is here.
No, you gotta do it like this.
Do it like that.
Like a bat opening its wings.
Red vines, my love.
I don't mind if I do.
I love the smell of red vines. Now, wouldn't it be funny if red vines were like, hey, these guys, they're weird. Let's like send them
Favorite romantic
a whole bunch of
movie?
red vines.
Okay, like no joke. Does Bram Stoker's Dracula count as a romantic
She loves
movie?
Bram Stoker's
Because
Dracula.
if so, then that's mine.
What my favorite romantic?
That movie will make me cry.
You know what my favorite romantic movie is? True Romance.
I think I don't care for that one very much.
I love True Romance.
A lot of people do.
And there's that one scene between like the two, like they're sitting up there like by the billboard. Oh, we'll talk about it at a different time.
That's so cool. Wes Adams. He said he sent a few photos on Twitter. I haven't gotten them. They went out to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. That's
Amazing place.
And Waverly.
Yep.
I haven't gone. He's gone. He grew up in PA, and I grew up Midwestern, but I haven't gone either, and I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, thank you, Danny. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I wear makeup during videos when we're out filming because, let me tell you, an HD camera is not kind on anybody's pores. It's not. It's awful. Like, I don't have bad skin, but I'm in my 30s. I have oily skin, so I have some clogged pores and stuff like that, and you would think that I have moon face from these cameras because they're such HD quality. It's crazy. Okay, I'll definitely look for that, Wes. It's probably under the Grim Life Collective one, so I'll sign into that one and check it out.
Oh, heads up for our live video. We use our cell phone, which is what it's on right now. It probably could be the best quality. Our camera that we film with, there are some adapters that we can get that will allow us to stream. But the battery life on that is really crappy.
Oh, Joseph, yeah. Oh,
So-
I'm sorry. I didn't say it by your screen name. Fun at Home. Yeah, we did get it. Thank you. I said Joseph earlier.
So if you send
Thank you
anything
so
to the Grim
much,
Life
yeah.
Collective, we don't get it while we're streaming live. But she's trying. She's the. What do you call that? You're like the tech
Tracker.
girl.
I'm the tech. Yeah.
She's the tech.
I'm like
I'm
the
just enjoying
social
the movie and
media
talking to you guys.
liaison, But I'm bad at it. I'm what's her face from Ghostbuster, the receptionist.
Yeah, Janine.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm Janine.
That's why I love you. That's why I love you. You're the grim Janine.
Oh my god.
Usually, if I end up sending you any kind of message through Grim Life, I always usually sign it Michael, but most of the time it comes from me. But Jessica also does it
Yeah,
too.
if it's not signed, it's probably from me. But typically, if it's sent directly to Grim Life, it'll be Michael responding. I try to handle the emails that come through grimlifecollective.com because that usually has to do with our merch. But
Everything on the store, the web store, she takes care of.
I haven't checked it in a minute because usually I get pop-ups on my phone, but I think I unchecked something there.
And usually Patreon, she also takes care of Patreon as well.
Well, that's why it's so dead. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm always trying to do so much and...
So you're not taking care of Patreon? It's alright.
See, okay, here's the thing about Patreon. It doesn't really function
Here comes the blood scene.
the way I want it to.
See, watch. Let's reenact it. Ready?
Oh, Scott and Caroline, you pumpkins.
It never dries.
You sweetie sweethearts.
Hey, we're like
It
Ed Wood.
did come true. Thank you so much.
Wait, what
Yes,
happened?
it did. Caroline just made a contribution.
Oh gosh.
I love you guys so much. I can't wait to hug
Thank you guys. Wait, hold on, ready? Remember, like, hold on.
Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a wine pot or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house.
Dang it. Stupid movie references. The movie Ed Wood, where Bela Lugosi and Ed Wood are sitting there and they're like talking to Vampira and they're like, Vampira, you will come under my spell
Caroline.
and score.
Caroline.
Eat the red vines.
Caroline. No, that's creepy. I don't want to scare her.
No, don't do that.
I want to give hugs.
Well, I don't know if we could watch Ed Wood. We might be able to, but that's a Tim Burton movie.
Yeah,
and
they probably wouldn't let us.
that thing is like copyrighted out the wazoo with the whoozoo and the
I'm
choo
kind
choo.
of an IT for Grim Life, and I'm really bad at it. Like, I'm a procrastinist, and, what?
What does it say, Scott?
I'm doing it!
Wait,
I'm doing it! I'm
so
doing
like,
it!
right now, whenever he drops the rat into the acid, watch, here it comes, watch, ready? Ready? Hold on, here, wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it. He's got the rat, he picks up the rat, he walks over to the hole which is filled with acid, and here he drops acid. The look on their face is exactly the look that you just gave me. Just leave the bones. Interested
I love
in
you so
including
much.
Karloff, the Mummy, and lineup. If we can, we will. I promise you.
We haven't been caught up with What You Do in the Shadows, the television show either. We saw the movie.
I haven't
really
watched
badly
any of
wanna
that show
see-
yet.
I haven't either. I really want to see it, yeah.
I really want to finish Westworld though.
Oh, I know. So I have to ask, everybody who so far had not seen this movie yet, what are your thoughts? It hasn't gotten very far in, I know, but it's some of the classic scenes that I really love. So I just want to know what you think about it, especially the opening. I love the opening. I just love the way they talk back then too.
Danny says Ben suggests Night of the Living Dead. Oh, it's going to happen. Trust me, it's going to happen. But not what you think.
That's okay if you're a little ahead of us. That's okay.
Do you guys like? All right, which do you prefer?
Ooh,
Do you-
Twilight Zone. That's a good one. Yeah.
Do you like? Would you rather us tell you what the movie is throughout the week so you know and you can ready for it, or would you want to be surprised at midnight when it happens?
What are you going to do with it, 10,000? If we get it.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, trying to watch a movie you've never seen before and also listening to commentary that is not even talking that much about the movie, I understand it's probably a little
Tell us,
difficult.
why not both?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Twilight Zone would be fun if we could swing it.
what's that?
Doing a Twilight Zone one would be a lot of fun if we could swing it.
Find out the day before.
Yeah. We could do like a couple days leading up to it, you know, so
I
we
like
can
doing.
find out, yeah.
I like doing the movies in advance because that way I like creating like little pictures and stuff like that.
True, yeah.
So we'll stick with that. We'll keep
I've
letting
never
you guys
seen
know.
the original Little Shop of Horrors. I've only seen the remake with Rick Moranis.
So Wednesdays will be movie announcements.
That'd be cool. I would love to watch Arsenic and Old Lace.
We can
Bram
do that.
Stoker's Dracula. I love Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Here comes
And-
watch.
What?
The ghost. I scared Jessica. I think I peed a little. Here she comes.
Oh, the creepy old lady.
Right?
Oh. She's frightful.
Oh, what happened? She's got a mole.
I don't
Did
know
you
if
see
she
that?
looks.
Do you think she's the mole of the group because she's got a mole on her arm?
Coffin Joe, that sounds really familiar.
We have all the Coffin Joe movies. He
Well, there you
died
go.
recently.
I'm glad that everybody's liking it so far.
How-
You have Arsenic and Old Lace? I have not been able to find it.
How
That is
ta-
one of my favorite movies.
How tall is Vincent Price?
How tall? He's tall.
How
I think
tall
he's,
is Vincent Price?
He's about 6'3". And he's from St. Louis, Missouri, which is where I'm from. Aaron makes a good point.
6'6". No.
Yeah.
6'6". If you pee, just wear a.
Oh, Bella Bob. Hi, Pumpkin.
Was she there?
Yeah. Hi,
Oh,
Bella.
Tristan Huber.
Yeah.
Why, hello, Bella.
No, he wasn't 6'6", was he?
6'4". He was 6'6".
6'4"? Yeah, he was very tall. And so gentle.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see his cookbooks.
Right?
Yeah, that was one of his greatest passions. Is he did cookbooks.
Like, I wish women would wear brooches more.
Really?
Like, brooches are like,
So you could stab people with them?
yeah, something like that. I don't know. I just like the brooch.
I think it's because back then the fabrics were so completely different that if you wore it on most things today, like the fabric doesn't really support it. Like a basic cotton, you couldn't just wear it with something basic. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you like it. Peter Cushing, another great. I think we have to do something though with Christopher Lee.
We can do that. We
I
can do
loved
that.
Christopher Lee.
And also think like this, like around holidays,
Yeah,
we're gonna have holiday themed movies according to certain things.
One of
so.
his passions, two of his passions was gardening, which was very common back then, and cooking. And there's some pictures of him
Who's
sitting
that?
in Vincent Price. There's pictures that you can find of him sitting in his home, and just all around him are you see pages spread out. And what he was doing is he was trying to put together his cookbook. I think he published 2, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know if they're his original recipes or recipes passed down in the family. That's as far as I know.
I don't know so much about gardening.
He did a little bit.
But he was a very avid art collector. Like after he died, all of his paintings that he collected over the years went to
Yeah.
a museum. But he loved art and he loved
Frankenstein, that would be
cooking.
great. Yeah, got both of them in it, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing.
Certainly. $10,000.
Aw, thank you. I know it's difficult, especially if you don't have multiple devices, to do both. Thank you for watching us. We are still watching House on Haunted Hill.
The
In
current
case you're
time
just popping in.
is 24 minutes and 10 seconds. 24.
Thank you,
15.
Rapporteur. We'll totally check that out. Bill Moseley is a gentle sweetheart of a man.
Oh God, yeah.
He is, I mean, one of the greatest humanitarians. He is very caring about everybody that is within his arm's reach, really. I mean, he just worries about everybody. He's so gentle.
The only ever interactions that I've had with Bill Moseley is with Sid Haig right next to him. The only time that I actually had Bill Moseley and Sid Haig separate were during whenever I interviewed them.
Oh.
But they're always together, always having a blast.
Oh yeah, they almost always work their circuit together. A lot of them as a group did. Eric says that a lot of Vincent's artwork, or at least a majority of it, went to the East Los Angeles Community College, if he's not mistaken. That would be amazing to go and see.
Right?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see the ghost again. Well, the ghost. Another great scene.
Yeah, I know they're
This
looking
is
for it.
this is where you get the thumbnail for the video is coming right here.
Wes Adams, I did not know that. Oh, thank you, Caroline.
See?
Mwah. There it is. Beautiful.
Look at that. That's awesome.
That was beautiful. That was horrifically beautiful.
Oh, Lance.
Lion.
Thank you, Caroline and Scott. Thank you.
I gotta log in.
Like
Double
we
check
walk
you.
this fine line of trying not to talk too much and let you enjoy the movie, but at the same exact time
It's
be here
hard.
because some people aren't watching the movie; they're just here to hang out with us. So we're like multitasking people. It floats
Why didn't I see it?
because you're blind, and that too.
Thank you. Yes, Caroline, it did come through. Thank you so much. Oh, my back. Oh, I have a really bad habit of slouching.
See, there, Mark said that I should be in a movie with Bill Moseley. We can play brothers. You're not the first person to
You
make
probably
that kind of
could.
connection.
Yeah, I think you guys have an eerie resemblance. Yeah. I just was staring at you with the green. It's great.
Miss Jen. Jen M. Thank you, Jen.
Hi, thank you. It's odd because I actually have a
Every time they make the comment, I look at you. Why does your hand smell like chocolate?
chocolate red vines. I didn't eat chocolate today. Oh, but my hand wash is cotton candy. Hi, Bella Bob. Hi, Pumpkin.
Darian, thank you. Thank you for joining and being part of Grim Up All Night.
Yes, definitely swag bag is coming. I will have a
It's technically a
tracking number
swag
for you
box.
Monday.
So,
For sure.
bam.
Yeah.
So I made you some homemade ice cream, Scott, and I put it in some Tupperware, and I'm going to send it to you.
Oof, man.
I'm just kidding.
What would we do if there was a zombie apocalypse? First and foremost, panic.
I would be the person that, like, cuts the skin off somebody and then wears it. That would
Sure
be me.
now.
I would do that in, like, a heartbeat. Like, Ed
Go
Gein.
ahead, Bella
I'd
Bob.
total Ed Gein it.
What's your question, babe? I think because I do have anxiety issues that I would probably panic a little bit at first, but I belong to a family that is pro-gun, so I know where a lot of weapons are to defend myself, and I myself have three 6-inch and longer blades, and then I have, I think, a 15-inch machete. So I would think that I'm well prepared. My thing would be supplies. That would be the thing that I think that once I calm down, I would be good. Except I think anxiety would always be a constant. And then, dude, I could talk about this forever. That's not a short answer. Oh, hi, New York.
See, Michael is a whisperer. That's right.
Well, Nora thought she saw
How is it up there?
And Melody, I think I killed her about.
Machete is another one that I have not seen.
Machete.
Machete.
Machete. There's a lot of boobs in
I
machete.
have not seen it. I haven't. Yeah.
Find out what hit me.
Oh, he likes it just fine. You can call him whatever you like.
Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with
The Grims.
your husband? Must be pretty big if he's gonna lay out 50,000.
Oh, the Raven. Yeah. The Raven was really good.
At some point, I don't know, we're working on some things. So if the movie can be found on YouTube, chances are at some point you're going to see it on this, on a Friday or Saturday night. Usually Saturday nights. Not next week. Next week's a Friday. Bam.
Define gamers.
Wait, what? Carolyn is tagging you now on what I'm sending you. I confused.
Oh, maybe he means Instagram. Let me go to Instagram.
Oh, messaging you on Instagram. Jessica or myself? Grim Life Collective?
It's me.
Oh, Jessica.
Oh, now I know what you look like. I
What's
see
that?
your picture. This Scott. Look, that's Scott. He's showing us
Yeah.
by sending. That is super cool.
Holy crap, Smacker Tacker Lagger.
That's really wow, man.
Look at your collection, though.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna stalk you a little right now. Pardon us while we stalk your collection. No, that's super awesome.
It's a gremlin.
I know. Oh, well, look at the screen ones. I see
So-
Nightmare. I see Jason. I
Are those some
see-
of the boxes that you would find like at like Walmart or Target, where like they have like the Friday the 13th
Those
8-bit
are,
dolls and stuff? I've been wanting to collect those darn things, but I haven't gotten to it yet.
Well, no. These were never available from Walmart. Most of these came out with, a lot of them came out with McFarlane toys.
That's right.
Mostly you would only find these at comic book stores for the most part. But, I recently found that FYE.
There's an FYE here in Orlando.
Yeah, if you go into FYE.com, you can actually find some really cool figures. But other than that, I mean, it's different companies that put them out. So you almost have to, like, just keep researching different fan bases, you know? But that is super cool, man. I'm trying to make everything up because it... I keep going, that's a little blurry, I can't make it out. And then I forget that I'm wearing a veil. Is this what it must be like for you when you're not wearing your glasses?
Blind as a bat?
Yeah, when you're
Yeah.
like, wait, I can't really make that out. I can't see very well.
Your host, Maggie.
Masquerade Death is good, yeah.
We're all going to get together down in the middle.
Follow us on Instagram. You can follow Michael under Grim Life Collective, and I always go under everything as Witchy Dame. So whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, Witchy Dame is my name for everything.
It's a head.
Her reaction to that, like, it always made me laugh. Because most reactions in films, it's always like the whole like, no. Thank you, Taco Bella.
Thank you, Taco Bella. Lugosi. I just love that name.
I know, I love it too.
Like, that is like one of the coolest names that you can actually have on the interweebs.
I'm trying to make out his tattoo. I can't make out is that? I don't think that's a dark crystal.
Right? Like, they are really going after this chick.
Look how cute they are!
Is this you guys right now?
Yeah! Well, I think so.
Hello.
I love it when people have horror houses too, just like we do.
We're just like waving to your photo.
Yeah, no, it's a...
Oh, you guys are cute.
I'm trying to make out his tattoo. Oh, I see it. It's a Japanese mask.
Yes.
That's nice. I'm like looking at how adorable they are, and also looking at all the things in the background. I'm like trying to identify. Oh, super Star Wars nerds like us. That's awesome. Ooh, that's cool.
Star Wars? Never heard of it.
No, but look, I'm trying to show you what's above the
I heard
Star
of it.
Wars. Is
No, I'm just kidding. Have we started? Jeffrey, we
Freddy
have started. We are 34 minutes and almost 35 minutes into the movie.
Dude,
Oh my god.
right? Predator? I'm sorry. Okay, so like, apparently I'm called, my orientation is called pansexual, and maybe it's because when I see things like a gorgeous Predator bust, I go, that's just damn sexy. Because my brain doesn't like understand that it's not humanoid. Like,
You need to
that
dress
is
like
so
her.
cool. Yes, I do. I need all that.
With like the sash. Look at that.
Maybe when I go on my diet.
This is my wife. These are our guests.
Oh, baby girl.
Bridges, Dr. Trent, Bridges, of course, Nora Manning.
No, it's not like I got super chubby. Like most people during quarantine, we all gained a couple pounds. And I gained a few before quarantine and have since gained a few during quarantine. So I've gone up a solid clothing size, which is like an extra 3 inches in all diameters. I'm a little upset about it, but I'll work it out.
Right? You look
Work
perfect.
it out. What do you think? You know,
If I should die,
Aw.
that's a hard one, hey? Michael's fine.
you will be paid.
Yeah,
You're not a secret. Michael's fine.
yeah, just Michael. Everybody calls me Michael. That's my real name.
Yeah.
Until morning. If any of you decide not to
Ooh,
stay,
more pictures.
the caretakers now.
Dude, I'm gonna stalk you guys so hard. That is awesome. That is
The
so
best part
cool.
about the picture, Scott, is the look
The
of
pose.
excitement on your face. You're like, yeah. And you know what? You darn
Yeah.
tootin' better be, because that's an amazing. Wait.
Yeah, I have depression too, and it's kind of difficult not to give in to your comfort food sometime. And I generally am not a person who likes chocolate, but in the last 2 weeks I've eaten like nothing but chocolate covered pretzels, which has not helped my endeavor.
Okay, so what? 37 minutes and 25 seconds into the movie is where we are.
This is your party. Remember,
They so love hate each other so much.
Right?
my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible.
She's like,
We'll all have to
I hate him,
until he
but that mustache.
love his money.
That money. What am I saying? Mustache. That money mustache.
Oh my god.
Here it
that's
comes.
So
Somebody just
cute.
asked what was inside the coffins. Patience, dear friend, because here.
I think it's rather dangerous. I suppose you all know how to use one of these things.
Amy, I have not seen that just yet.
Press down on this lever.
I like how I said it. This lever. Not lever.
Yeah.
Lever.
Yeah.
Lever to beaver.
Look how cute she is. Look at Caroline.
See, that's cool.
You're adorable. I love you guys so much.
I love
You're a
your
cute
horror room.
cutie, right? This is awesome. I keep. Oh look, that's the cotton candy from last year's Killer Clowns from Outer Space from
Mhm.
Universal Studios. Awesome. We have that too. You guys are so cool. See, this is why we love what we do, because we get to meet awesome people like you guys.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like the horror community is so massive and they're so
Mhm.
like tight, but a lot of times you don't know they're out there until
Yeah.
you just come across each other. So I kind of like that. You know, one of the things that the Grim Life Collective has done is just kind of open us up to a bunch of new friends.
Yeah. Yeah, she is who Famke Jensen played. She played the wife.
Who played it better?
Oh, that's a hard question.
I'm gonna say her.
I love Famke Jensen and everything she does, but
Suppose Nora.
I'm gonna go with this
Famke
one.
Jensen did a beautiful job in her edition. You can't compare the two. The eras are so different.
Running around the house shooting each other.
Excuse me. Oh, I forgot about this.
We'll do amazing.
Angry Orchard.
Besides Phantom of the Opera, when it comes to Cheney films, recommend The Penalty and Tell It to the Marines. I don't know either of those.
You said they found hands and feet. They never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you
I
all
actually
see
I
one
like
of those heads?
I like the remake of House on Haunted Hill.
Just follow me.
It was, yeah, I mean, it came out in the 90s, you know, and it was perfectly 90s camp as all things were at the time. And I think for the time and what it was alright. It was more shock than eloquent horror, as I think I would call this one.
And this one, yeah.
I want one of those coffin boxes. Oh my god, can you imagine if they had still had those as props
Oh
in
man.
the movie? I would just die. Ugh, my nose itches.
Taco Bella La Goosey. Man, I can't. Every time I see that name, it laughs. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me check. Let me go check and make sure that I have it.
A woman's head.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out! Get out, all of you! All of you, get out of here!
Ah, she's losing it. I'm a Preacher fan. Preacher fan. More of the graphic novel. I haven't seen much
Is
of the
it
TV
posted
show.
directly to our Grim Life page on Facebook, Amy?
There could be a million people around it. If they wanted her, they'd get her.
What happened?
Satanic Panic is fun.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Satanic Panic. Like, I have a great love for that movie. The campiness was just beautiful and very great for this era. No, Amy said she did a little hello video for us on Facebook. I was asking her if it was directly to the Grimlife Collective or to one of our personal
Possibly.
pages. Yeah.
Can't access it right
Yes,
now,
okay,
any of the
yeah,
Grim
so
Life
that's why I
stuff.
can't get to it just yet.
So after this, we'll look at it.
I loved Lucifer, if you're talking about the Netflix television show.
Hello, Shelley.
My only complaint with Lucifer is that
No, Tristan.
it got a bit repetitive.
Annabella, no.
Are you sure there are only 6 people in town?
Hi, Shelly.
Ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. Nor in frightened women.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
That's too far. What do you suggest we do about it? Don't frighten her anymore.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Mark said that Famke's had a lot of surgery lately, and I was hoping she'd be one of the people who didn't go that route. She's so naturally beautiful, but I know age catches up to all of us, and Hollywood is a big pressure.
What was the? Who was the actress that had a whole bunch of surgery, and it got botched,
Oh,
and now she's
we
in.
just watched her in
Oh, you just watched it.
Hansel and Gretel get
Hansel and Gretel get baked
Get
on
baked.
Amazon
Hansel and Gretel
Prime.
Get baked. Thank you, Wes. Thanks, Pumpkin.
Oh, Wes, man, thank you very much. What happened?
God, them fighting words.
Oh, Scott.
I
Scott.
love you so much.
Oh, it's a head. Because remember, they didn't find their heads. Now we found a head. Hello, Paul.
It's okay.
Look, he's got it. Oh,
Who's got
crap.
it?
Him. Now he's going to go find Laura. Huh, Nora, not Laura. Different person.
Whose head is that supposed to be, though? Didn't look like any of the guests.
Dead Fred. Somebody else.
Dead Fred.
Dead Fred. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Paris beats Battlestar Galactica.
So Scott, you said Star Trek sucks. You crushed her heart.
It's okay. I still love him.
Is that Trader Sam? You're darn right. It's a good call.
I think I love him even more now.
What's that?
Scott, I love him. It's okay.
Oh, this is the hanging.
Drop Dead Fred.
Look at those feet. Look how dirty those feet are. Man, these people need to clean their floors. Look at that.
Well, how's she supposed to get up there if she doesn't? If she can't wash her feet and hang herself at the same time? I will say that at the end of this one, I was the twist with her was a surprise for me because I didn't get any signs of it throughout the movie. I'm trying to say that without giving any spoilers to the people who haven't seen it yet, which is difficult to do.
You're teetering on the spoiler train.
I'm trying not to.
What time are we at? We are at 44:55. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
But did anybody feel for a pulse? No one ever feels for pulses in movies.
No. Mr. Scott. Great Scott. I had to say it.
Great Scott!
I had to say it.
I know, I do the same thing.
Dear sir.
He's just trying to make me feel better because he said that Star Trek sucks.
You know, when she watches Deep Space Nine, which she does a lot, I call it Deep Dork 9. You guys are crazy cool. It really
love you so
sucks. Darian Baxley. My gosh,
What,
thank you,
so, like,
Darian.
all Star Trek, or just like the modern ones, or the original, or just as a whole?
Captain Dork.
Because I do agree, Generations, Star Trek Generations was awful.
They said all. Which is the one that has Scott Bakula?
Scott Bakula.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Generations.
That was Generations. It was like Quantum Leap was the
Yeah.
best thing you ever did, and that was it.
Yeah.
After that, it was like Star Trek. I like Star Wars.
It's okay. I still love them
Mm-hmm.
so much.
What?
I forgive you.
Hopefully, you guys, Scott and Caroline,
Yeah.
you guys are doing okay with through all this stuff, not losing your minds.
Yeah. Jessica Rabbit, that's me. If only. If only.
Dark Side, all day.
That's a really good one. What's our favorite cheesy horror franchise?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say what's your favorite cheese. I was like, all cheese. I love cheese. What's the question?
Victor, you and I are now best friends.
What did Victor say?
Farscape was a great sci-fi show. I am in love with
You
Farscape.
crap scrape.
I'm gonna push you off. I'm gonna send you flying. You can say what you will about Star Trek. You don't talk about my Farscape. I draw the line.
Get your chocolate smelling hands away from my face.
Chocolate is
I don't know.
candy.
Yeah.
Farscape.
Where is the wind coming
It's
from?
really
Look
well
at that
done.
flame.
Arts?
Farts. Ghost toots?
Ghost toots?
Ghost toots.
Ghost toots.
Damn it, Jim. I'm just a doctor, not an artist.
If you are a fan of sci-fi, I really suggest watching Farscape. You never even watched it. You don't even know. They partnered with the Jim Henson Creature Shop down in Australia. It was all filmed down in Australia. The cast is amazing. The creatures are amazing. It's puppeteering from Jim Henson's studio. And if you're a fan of things like that, then you're really going to enjoy it. What do I want for my birthday?
Wait.
Oh, man.
Your birthday?
My birthday.
Your birthday is not until next year. Our
I just had my
anniversary,
birthday. Our anniversary is in 1 week.
May 1st. It'll be
May 1st is
3
our
years.
anniversary. I just had my birthday on April 3rd.
Here it comes. Ready?
That's a really... They're taking me to the cleaners, man. Taking me to the cleaners.
Ready? So beautiful. So greedy.
How does she keep a straight face? Best actress of all time.
What are you doing in here? Wait. What do you mean coming in here? I can take her away. Hey, well, if you don't want her, you're drunk. All right, I'll put you.
Thank you. Oh, happy belated birthday to you too.
Wait, I just gave you nightmares. Oh.
She's already enjoying them.
May 2nd is your birthday or your anniversary?
Get out, you son. Don't come back into this room again.
Skedaddle.
Firefly was great. I love Firefly. But if you like sci-fi, space sci-fi with cool aliens, then I would have to say check out Farscape. Exactly, Victor. Yeah, I'm totally in agree with you.
So Scott, his next weekend, his birthday will be 39.
Birthday! Yeah, we're totally gonna send you. Oh, we're almost born in the same year too. You're just 1 year older than me. Oh, dude, Farscape. When Farscape ended with Dargo, I cried my eyes out during Peace Wars. Dude,
California. Somebody mentioned California.
Firefly was the best Western ever.
I miss California a lot. I wish we were in California. Ooh, Angry Orchard.
Oh my.
Ooh, red vines.
I usually am not a Western person, and I loved Firefly, and I would agree with you that no, thank you. It probably is the best Western.
Don't mind
for
if I
me.
do.
Are we gonna go live for our anniversary on May 1st?
Sure, let's do it.
You guys want us to do a live with you guys on our anniversary? Because we're gonna be, what we're doing for our anniversary is just going to the drive-in on next Saturday, which I think is the 2nd.
Second.
So Friday, we can do a live video for our anniversary, hang out with you guys. I like to say I'm crafty, but I'm not sure. I am a little bit, yeah. My self-esteem with my creations is not that great, but I still make really cool stuff. So
She's really good at making no sense. Bam. Drop the red vine.
I'm getting it from all fronts tonight, man.
Do we ever come down to South Florida,
And
Johnny
it's,
Buck?
It's really hard to see.
Once all this stuff happens, goes away, we're gonna be heading down to South Florida for a couple trips, actually. So,
We still have to go see Robert the Doll.
well, we were actually going to be going down to South Florida, and then this all happened.
Yeah.
So we had to postpone it.
Yeah. And we were hoping.
We love hanging out with you guys, Amy. All of you guys.
I haven't been to Salem, Massachusetts yet. So for Halloween, that was going to be our travel in October for Halloween itself. So with everything happening, we still don't know what our travel plans are going to be. I'm fingers crossed that we're able to, but everything's kind of just changed, and so we're not really sure.
Do you know the state abbreviation for Massachusetts is MA, right? So Salem, MA. Salem, Ma. Do you think Yo-Yo Ma is actually from Yo-Yo, Massachusetts? Mind blown.
I love you so much.
Yo-Yo, Massachusetts. Yo-Yo, Massachusetts. Represent 10
Oh my
in the
God.
doghouse.
Like Halloween obviously is a big part for us and like a lot of our friends and you guys too. It's a big part for you guys. I can't wait to hang out with you guys in October. I hope that you're still able to make it down. We've had a lot of friends who are planning to travel to Orlando for October for Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights, and we understand if things get delayed because of what's happening, and I feel really selfish for saying this, but my God, I hope it still goes on. I hope it still happens.
Right?
I hope we can get to traveling soon, but until everything's cleared, because with our health issues, we're gonna stay quarantined as much as possible. It's going down.
Going downtown to Grimtown?
Yes. Precisely, yes.
Going downtown to Booty Town? Wait, should not say that.
I think a lot of people would riot. I think they're waiting to announce whether or not HHN is canceled because it's their biggest thing. It's their biggest moneymaker.
I don't know. We have some friends at work kind of higher up in the
And they don't even know.
Disney food chain, and they're starting to bring some vehicles back onto property
Yeah.
for certain things. So I don't know. You are taking me to that year-round house. You're darn right we are, and you are going in by yourself. And then
No. He's gonna get buried alive by himself, but then we're gonna go together as a group.
yes, and we're gonna push you in the boo holes. Do you know what a boo hole is? Who here knows what a? All right, I'm scared to ask this. Who here knows what a boo hole is?
I'm afraid to see the answers. Let's see.
Right. What is a boo hole? Careful.
Oh no, I'll wait outside.
Yeah, exactly, Jeffrey. A boo hole. A boo box on hook. What?
Boo boos.
I'm just like, what's that?
Well, it's on a hook.
What?
That piece of usually wood, heavy wood that they drop and try to scare you with the sounds.
So a boo hole is haunted house terminology for whenever you're walking through a haunted house and a scare actor is hiding and they jump out at you and they go back in. That little area is called a boo hole. Boohole. That, my friends, is a boo hole. It just sounds horrible. I think I dated a boo hole once.
A boo box with a scorpion. Oh yeah, because that's from Pirates of the Caribbean. No, sorry, from Hook. From Hook. The boo box.
Eric, thank you. Have you watched our Dawn of the Dead
thank
filming
you so
locations
much.
video? If you haven't, go find it after this, of course, and watch it. Because if you're going to quote Dawn of the Dead, you gotta watch our filming locations video. Do it after this.
I feel like a lot of the people watching and a lot of people who do watch our videos are at one point in time also worked in other haunted houses. Michael has worked in haunted houses. I've worked in haunted houses.
Our whole life is a
Yeah.
haunted house.
Accurate.
Like, I want to wear something that has like a little handkerchief in a pocket.
It did kind of look like Spyro's for a while, but it's obstructing my
Like, what is
vision.
going on with that statue over there? Did you see that?
It
That was
looks
like
a
some
little
weird
doll.
Kama Sutra, like, hootenanny. I don't remember her name, but we're going to call her Brooch Lady.
I never remember their names.
There's the blood.
It's Mortem Manor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mortem Manor.
This bloodstain follows the Brooch Lady everywhere. She's like losing her gourd.
People's fears and anxieties manifest themselves in strange ways.
You want some of that late night lovin'? Look at him. Here comes Lance. It's all a ruse.
What, was Lance?
Yeah.
I thought it was the other guy.
I don't know. Lance wants to get in
I'm
her.
trying not to say
get in her
anything because I don't
pants.
want to spoil spoilers.
How can you be so sure?
What kind of horror games?
Timestamp. 58. 15. 58.
He
15.
wants some boo hole.
He's come to the mole lady for some boo holes.
You know, it's okay because this is Up All Night with the Grimms, and Up All Night with the Grimms is adult hour.
It's for late night lovin'. Oh! $2 Taco Bell.
If I had bills,
Look at it.
I'd stuff them in your shirt.
She knows it. She's like, I'm gonna get me some of that Lance meat.
Wait, let me.
Wait, somebody said goodnight. Somebody's
Oh,
leaving
no.
us. Good night, Grim Ups.
It's because my my stripper dancing skills are awful.
Have a good night.
I scared them with my dancing skills.
You're like, wow, this wall's pretty flat. I'm in the wrong room.
Good night, Ramager.
Oh,
Thank you so much
gosh.
for stopping in and hanging out
Well,
with
that's
us.
me. Isn't that redundant? Wait. I was hoping nobody caught me saying that. Flat like a window. That's right. Flat and cold like window pane. Do you think it hurts? Do you think window
Lance
pane
meat.
hurts? Like, do you think windows are always in a constant state of pain because they're window pane? Like,
Well-
next time you see a window and you look at it, should you be like, window, I'm sorry for your pain. I hear for you.
Depends on what part you constitute a window being a window, because most likely the part you're talking about as a window is just a window glass.
What?
The window pane is not the actual frame of the window with the glass. The window pane is actually...
Wait, isn't the window pane the glass? A pane of glass?
Oh, hell.
Dang it. What is a
What am I
window
thinking?
pane? Who knows
I'm
what a
thinking
window
of
pane is?
you know what? This is not an important question right now. Is Mr. Body behind the
Oh.
wall? Yes.
There are more than one layer of glass. We got some smart people with us. Oh, look. Here she comes. The hot ghost.
You mean his dead wife?
His dead wife.
Okay.
Now she's
I
got a rope.
feel like Up All Night with Grims might need to be cocktail hour with the Grims.
Right, we need to,
because
like,
things
be-
are gonna get lit.
Yeah.
And this is only one beer share between the both of us. I mean,
We're
my
lightweight.
goodness, we're lightweight.
The Boo Box.
Thank you, Oscar. Where are you from?
He's from the Boo Box.
He's from the Boo Box.
He's from the Boo. He's from the
Box.
Boo Hole. Oscar, are you from the Boo Hole?
Oh, good night, Scott. Good night, Caroline. You guys
Oh.
are gonna get an awesome swag box. I promise you. It's coming.
You know, if you do that, they might say Star Trek is awesome.
I doubt it. And that's okay because I love them anyway.
But thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you,
Look,
sweetheart.
there she- look at
We love
those
you
eyes.
so much. Yeah, that was great. Monster Hands
Like,
too?
right? It's the 50s.
She's like, I can't handle this. There's
Nope.
too much.
Still sucks.
This night sucks. I'm leaving. Leaving.
She's gonna fall and accidentally shoot herself in the knee. Say hi
Well,
to your
you
knee,
know.
Nora.
It could take her out.
Hey, Jessica.
Hmm.
Say hi to your
Nope,
knee.
still sucks.
Say hi to your knee.
Hi, knee.
Hi, knee.
Did you see? Scott said nope, still sucks.
Still
and
sucks.
Caroline said nope. It's okay because I love you anyway. I love you. But good night, guys. Thank you so much for stopping in.
This music right here is very reminiscent of Carnival of Souls. If you've seen
Yeah.
that movie, it's very much like it.
Cool, Wes. We'll totally check that out.
What are we checking out?
I think he sent a message to you on Instagram of a Dawn of the Dead tattoo in front of his head. That's awesome.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mwah. Good night, Caroline. Good night, Scott. Mwah.
Kitty and a
Mwah.
Casca song. Scott and
Thank you,
Caroline
Pumpkin.
and family.
Thank you so much.
Stay safe. Stay sane. Stay grim. That's like some sort of weird, twisted Jerry Springer outro. Stay grim, guys.
Stay spooky.
Stay.
And happy Halloween.
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of
Look how mean, like, angry Vincent Price looks there.
He's had enough of your shit.
Yeah, he's like, my wife's dead. And you're walking around feeling walls. Well, you're wrong guy.
One more for Star Trek sucking. I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
It's alright. Well, maybe if they finally made a good show.
maybe only minutes taken to wait for someone's life.
You want a red vine?
I do not.
They're because red vines are only for Star Wars fans
I'm a Star Wars fan too.
that don't like Star Trek.
Listen here.
Ghost and
sir.
Mr. Chicken. I love Don Knotts movies.
I know you do.
Like,
and Ghost with Mr. Chicken is
Holy
one of your favorites, I know.
cannoli. Everybody needs one. A boo hole.
Thank you, Taco Bello.
Thank you. A tip of my hat. Talk to me, Goose. Honk. I had to. I just.
Oh man.
Oh man. How about Ghostbusters?
Oh, we love Ghostbusters.
But I feel like if we're gonna show Ghostbusters movie, it's gonna be like the 19
oh,
like.
are we talking about showing them or just movies we like?
We'll show like the 1989 knockoff B-rated Ghostbusters. It'd be called like Ghost. I don't know what it is. Here it comes.
No. That was bad.
She's breathing.
Oh gosh.
You guys seen this? She's alive.
Dun dun dun.
She's smiling. This was planned. Twizzlers are not
See,
better.
it wasn't the young guy that you thought it was going to be. It's the older guy. Isn't he like their accountant or something?
He's the keeper of the boo hole.
Boo hole. I have this thing that just like drives me crazy, and I want to try to eat it, but I can't. This is the only movie that we have playing for tonight. We might hang out a little bit longer on live afterwards, but thank you, Lawson. Ooh, those are strong words, Lawson.
You know, just for
I
that.
think those might be fighting words with like half the other people in the room right now.
So when Star Wars came out, Okay, it was so good that all of the crappy filmmakers in the world were like, "Hey, I want to cash in on this." So they made crappy versions of Star
Sci-fi.
Wars. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Star Wars from the trailer park of the garage down the street that's next to a trash can. Star Wars.
Okay, I think I'm
But
gonna
they're
check these out, 'cause I
amazing.
just cannot see.
They are so bad, they are amazing.
Oh, hi.
We might actually show you one of these movies some
Oh, my
night,
face.
just so you know.
hurts.
Oh, hi, Jessica.
Hi.
How are you? Where you been all night?
Scott. Good night, Caroline.
Have a good night, guys. Were you hiding in a boo hole?
You're a boo hole.
You're a boo hole.
You're a boo hole.
You're a boo bucket.
We have watched a little bit of Riverdale, but we watch it on Netflix, and there is
Good night,
only
Wes.
2 seasons on it, and I think they're going to like their 4th, so we kind of fell off of that one a little bit.
I like how Riverdale and Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, are connected. That
Oh,
blows my
man.
mind.
Is Boo Hole gonna be the next thing? Like Bad Booty?
Bad Booty and
Bad
Boo
Booty
Hole.
and Boo Hole. We might have to try.
I was like, hey,
and,
baby. Go in there and get in that boo hole. I want to get a picture of you.
that actually has happened.
Right?
Yeah. Those are words that have been spoken directly to my face.
We've been in boo holes before.
Yeah, my hair is still green. I just have the black light on because I love the way it glows. And since we have most of the lights out, you can't see how green it is. It's pretty faded by now because I stopped
Oh, here it
showering
comes.
in cold water.
Don't do it. Oh, don't shoot the price. But the price is right.
She screams a lot.
Right?
At like everything.
It's like at the time, instead of blood, guts, and gore, it was the Scream Queens. It was the Scream that defined the horror movie.
But she's the only one.
Because she's the final
No
girl.
one else is having any hysterics, just her.
Ready? Here.
Oh, yeah. This was a big deal.
right.
This scene was a big deal.
Yeah. So, here it comes. You guys gotta watch it.
She needs Prozac. Thank you. I really love it in the black light. It's why I chose this color because it is UV reactive.
Uh-oh. You hear it?
Yeah.
Now, this is an iconic scene from this movie. I know
Yeah.
we've been like chit-chat and stuff, but her coming down in this nightgown,
I saw her undies.
it's gorgeous, right?
I
But
saw
this
her-
is probably
I saw her
one of the
undies.
most memorable scenes from this movie.
I agree. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you a little something that William Castle did to make the movie-going experience even better for the people in the theater.
No,
As soon
this
as you
part is
see it.
great. Yeah. This scene has been used a lot as a clip in a lot of things. That is so beautiful. It's so cool. Where there's bubbles, there's a body. I love how the hole at the top of the head, though, because it's one of those, used to be on a stand.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate when it does that.
Don't do that. Why you do that?
It's just on our end.
Now, in this scene, when this movie played in the theaters, William Castle actually had a skeleton on a string that would fly across the theater over top of the people watching it in the audience. One of the gimmicks that he was most known for. William Castle ahead of his time.
Oh yeah. Here it comes, the most classic scene. It's her scream. That.
Even my life. But you are not going to live to enjoy it. Come with me, murderess. Come with me.
That. Right there. That has been used in so much stuff. That skeleton hand on her shoulder and her scream. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Oh no!
Ouch.
Wonderful.
Such a beautiful nightgown gone to waste, he says.
Who
Good
said
one,
that?
Jeremy.
Pretty strong for a skeleton.
He had a bone to pick with her.
She just took a dip.
Bam!
Man, I love that our...
Somebody
our-
was asking how they got the skeleton to move.
Had to be wires. Oh, there he is. There he is. That's awesome. Yeah, it's Johnny Buck. The 90s film with John Goodman. We just watched that. Where he owns the movie theater and he's just
Matinee.
like Glenn Castle's called Matinee. Yeah, we just watched that.
That movie was filmed here in Orlando and Cocoa Beach, where we live. So when all this kind of passes, we're going to be doing a filming location of that movie. So it'll be fun. I love that movie.
There must be some way to get in here.
Right along here, somewhere.
Lance.
Lord, he's down in the water.
Lance is coming out of his own boo hole.
Oh man.
It's him. He's alive.
Dun dun. It's Vincent Price, baby. Of course I'm alive.
Yeah, I saw that too. She takes a step forward there for a second, and then she ends up getting pushed in by the skeleton.
Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or
Yeah, this is what he's like. Am I guilty? Look at this mustache. You
I think
decide,
not.
Nora.
Marissa, I can definitely see that. Oh, good night, Troy. Thank you for stopping in. Popcorn the movie?
It's been a long
I
time.
feel like I've seen that.
Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun.
For me,
And soon,
Yeah, we were gonna.
that will come to you.
dun, dun. That's amazing. Such a great movie.
It's a classic. It is an absolute classic.
That house that they filmed in, that the entire movie took place in,
Just to be in its presence.
it's called the Ennis House, Ennis, and it's in Los Angeles, California. We actually got to visit, not go inside, but stand outside like some weirdos, and did a filming locations video on that, talking about this movie.
Yeah.
Um,
I wish we could have gone in.
right?
Oh.
And it was also featured in the movie Blade Runner. It was Decker's house.
Decker's apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they made it seem like he's in an apartment building and he's up on one of the high floors when really they're just filming inside that house.
A lot of the houses, like the neighborhoods in Los Angeles, they're up on a hill and all the houses are kind of crammed together. This one is crammed in, but the back of it overlooks
Like a
all of Los
drop-off.
Angeles. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys think of the House on Haunted Hill? starring Vincent Price, directed by William Castle. Hopefully, a thumbs up. Da-da-da. If you didn't watch it yet, Tristan, it's okay. You can watch it after this.
Yeah.
It's going to be on there forever, so you guys can watch it as much as
A
you
couple
want.
people said it was difficult to watch for the first time when they wanted to pay attention and hang out with us with the
Fair
commentary,
enough.
so they decided to hang out with us instead of watch the movie. So hopefully they go back and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to hear what they think.
Fair enough. And if you've already seen it, by all, that's good. It's just a reason for us to hang out with you guys. Me, I get lost in movies a lot. So Jessica, she was dealing mostly with the chat and everything like that, and I was just over here just watching the film. But it's something we look forward to every week. What do you think, Jessica?
A value for the entire family. I think so. I think sorry, I'm reading comments. I love the movie. To me, it's a classic. Oh, there's a plugin for YouTube that does the picture-in-picture. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. We'll have to work on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. I always been a great love of Vincent Price, and more I keep going back to this as I think my more favorite that I like to watch. But we like spooky movies more. But the thing about Vincent Price is he's like Christopher Walken is our Vincent Price of our times, where they're a born and bred actor. They would take almost any role. They might enjoy doing certain roles above others, but more than anything, they just love the artistic creation side of it and like being able to perform, and it's their passion, so it's like, their craft. But someone commented earlier on that he did, thank you, Nico, good night, thank you for stopping by.
Have a good night.
He did a lot more dramatic stuff before he did horror, but
Who's that?
Vincent Price. I think that, and maybe I'm biased in saying this just because, we're horror nuts, but I think he really excelled in doing his horror roles more than anything.
Yeah.
This and House of Wax and the Dr. Phibes and
Dr. Phibes. I love Dr. Phibes.
He's done a lot of horror too. I say he's balanced out, but
to me, I feel like Vincent Price's most
Sleepy
well-known
Hollow,
stuff
yeah.
were his Edgar Allan Poe adaptations, like The Telltale Heart,
Was he
different
in
movies like
another
that. The Pit and the Pendulum, yeah.
that was him, right?
Yeah. So there was a time in what, the late 60s, early 70s, I guess,
Ooh, hold a 40
Where-
experience.
where they did a lot of Edgar Allan Poe stuff because, I mean, why the heck not?
It made a great screen adaptation.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
Twice Told Tales. I
not
think
the
it was
original
called.
in horror, but he was really prominent in written horror. I mean, he had stories constantly in the paper, which is how they got published back then. And then he had his books, and
Tim Curry feels like a modern Vincent Price. I can see that.
I can see that. I mean, I don't know of Tim Curry in many straight-on horror roles. He's been in several very iconic roles. I mean, he did the It from Clown, and I can't think of any other directly horror role that he's done, but I mean, he did Darkness and Legend.
You said the It from Clown. It's the clown from It.
Oh, shucks. And while that's not directly a horror movie, it definitely was a villainous role, and I mean, Darkness from Legend, y'all, don't get me started. It's one of my favorite things, like, hands down. Pennywise, I know I keep calling Clue, Rocky Horror, yes, but they're not directly horror. I mean, they have horror touches to it, but it's, musicals and it's comedy, so, take it how it is, but...
That's right. Tim Curry was actually in the very first Tales from the Crypt movie. Before Bordello of Blood and before
I know that there's three,
Demon Knight.
but I don't know what the first one was.
We have it.
What is it?
It's Tales from the Crypt, the movie. We'll watch it tonight, after this.
Okay.
Well, not with you guys.
Who's our
Sing for a
modern
different
Lon
one.
Chaney?
Ooh, the modern Lon Chaney.
I'm gonna have to say that I think it's
But see, now when I say modern Lon Chaney, now I'm gonna take when I think of Lon Chaney, I automatically think of horror, right?
Okay.
But he was a man of many faces.
Right.
Take away the horror. What other actor has had so many faces in movies?
Well,
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp can turn himself into
True.
so many different people,
I didn't think
but
of
yet
him.
still be the same person.
That's very true. The thing about Lon Chaney that I think of is not just a man of many faces. I think more prosthetics.
Yeah.
So naturally, when thinking prosthetics, I go with, and they were both in Hellboy. It was, I can't think of his name.
Ron Perlman and Doug Jones.
Doug Jones.
Mhm.
Ron Perlman was my first choice because some of his earliest films was wearing heavily prosthetic
Right.
roles. Beauty and the Beast, he was Beast. And he's done several horror, sci-fi-ish roles. And he's done a lot of prosthetics himself, but then you think Doug Jones, almost every single thing he does is prosthetics because of his body type.
Yeah, he started. Well, he pretty much is a monster actor.
A monster actor, yeah.
And that's all that he wanted to be. I remember
Gary
reading.
Oldman's a great one for Man of Many Faces, actually. That's a very good suggestion because he does prosthetics.
I remember reading
Ooh, that's hard.
an interview with Doug Jones talking about like whenever he got into acting, all he wanted to do was like he wanted to be the monsters. He wanted to be these creatures. So I mean, I can definitely see that.
That's really hard. I think for me, and we're all
Good
saying
night, Summer.
basically the same stuff. I feel like it's a four-way tie of Ron Perlman, Doug Jones, Gary Oldman, and Johnny Depp. Absolutely. I think it's like a four-way tie because they all are very renowned in their skills. And you could even go on to say that Christopher Walken, because he's a natural-born actor. All he ever wants to do is just act. He'll take almost
Tom
any role.
Savini.
So he's played so many different styles, and he does it fluently. And you have a lot of characters like that. But if you really start thinking on it with the whole prosthetic thing, then I think we would have to stick with at least the top 3 or top 2. So that's a really good question. No, we're not watching the movie anymore. The movie ended on our end.
And I think it's about time that we close up for the evening. It's almost 1:30 in the morning here on the East Coast.
And we are still working.
But
Mornings too. So
again, thank you for joining us this evening for
Meryl
our
Streep.
showing of The Haunting of Hill House. Starring Vincent Price, William Castle, one of our favorite.
House on Haunted Hill.
What did I say? Hill House.
Hill House. You said Hill House.
The House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't thinking about it. But the House on Haunted Hill. Duh. Great movie. Thank you guys for joining us. Next week we have something planned.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Amy.
You won't know what
Thank
the
you,
movie is
Johnny.
until Wednesday.
Thank you, Parker.
It's already
Thank you,
planned
Victor.
out. So get ready for it. Anything
Thank
else
you,
you want to
Betty.
say?
I love you.
You guys are awesome. Next time, you all better have red vines.
And hugs. I send you hugs through the camera. I'm hugging your auras and your personal space. And this is because we can't hug due to the coronavirus. I'll stand 6 feet away from you, but I do this because I'm hugging you from afar. So I'm like
Right.
hugging your personal bubble, but it's more like your personal pillow. I don't know. Yeah. I do a little dance too that goes with it, but.
Ooh, can I
No.
say it? Well, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!
And tonight when we say it, whenever we end the live stream, and you all go and tuck yourself into your own little boo holes, be safe out there, all right?
Can boo holes just be bed now?
No.
Oh, okay. Fine.
No.
Fine.
Maybe. I don't know. It happens. I don't know.
Okay.
But guys, be safe out there. Stay safe. Stay aware. Stay sane. Until next week. Friday night at midnight. Well, 11:30. You know how we roll this
Yeah.
thing. All right? Guys, have a good night. Happy Halloween.
Bye bye.